All right, guys, let me bring you back today for a little Toyota swap action. Hold on 1 second. Putting up this can of degreaser. I'm gonna go ahead and degrease the whole frame rail. Just got the exhaust put on. About to degrease the engine and all this back here. Gonna paint it up with some chassis black. But I just want everybody to know that if you're doing a V8 swap in a Toyota, sort of like this, 89, I want you to know that make sure when you take out, this had a V6 in it. I saw it had an electric fill pump. I don't know, I put a 350 in here. I don't know if you can run a regular V6 fill pump in here. I didn't try. I ran a mechanical fill pump. All right, don't, hold on. I'm trying to, bear with me. Don't judge me for underneath the hood, how it's looking all janky and ratty. But I'm gonna show you the real deal here. As far as you have to get a small water pump. If not, it will run into your $700 radiator, depending on where you buy it. You buy it from Jags, 440 bucks. You buy it from Advanced Adapters, you're paying $750. I crushed 2 radiators thinking I had the short water pump. By no means am I a mechanic. Second, I had to get a vapor purifier. I don't know what you call it. A vapor. What the hell is this thing called? A vapor. So the gas comes in here, comes into the carburetor, and then it returns to the tank. Now, I heard that they have another one that you don't have to, it doesn't have this extra line, a return line. So this is supposed to, in a sense, the fuel pump is down here. So it's supposed to not make, for the gas to boil. It's supposed to keep it on circulating and moving it on through. But long story short of it is that they don't tell you or show you crap about a 350 Toyota swap, okay? They don't. I got these BS headers. When I say BS, I mean, come on, they're janky, right? I got heat wrap on one. Look at this action. I got tin foil on this one. Because if you don't, they'll go ahead and eat your boots up. So I guess I can get boot insulators. I don't know. I haven't finished swapping my new wires on yet. So that's why if you see the janky cap, you got different color wires. Okay, the red ones are the new ones. The black ones are the old ones. But if anybody knows out there, please feel free to let me know. Also, I had to get a smaller distributor cap, so you can get all your timing in. I have that, haven't put it on yet. But we'll just go ahead and say, for the most part, right now, I'm very disappointed. Hopefully the smoking goes away, but I bought this engine and I bought a transmission from the guy on Facebook Marketplace. And a buddy of mine put this engine in for me. However, he noticed that on the intake bolts here, it looked to be cross-threaded and not in properly, and actually the wrong intake for the motor. But they made them work. I was looking in the radiator cap today, and remind you, this motor's only been driven now probably 5 to 10 miles. Where do I start? Where do I end? Okay, I'm drawing a blank, but in any event, the motor was smoking like a sieve today. like no other. Oh, I popped the radiator cap open and I seen what it looks to be as copper flakes, like head gasket maker. That's a brand new radiator, okay? This is a brand new radiator. I know I didn't put no head gasket maker. I've done that to my Monte Carlo. That's how I know what to look for, or I know what it is. So we're thinking that they put honey, the thick honey motor oil in here or whatever, just long enough so they can run it. It doesn't smoke. And it did smoke when I seen it smoke on startup, but I didn't see it smoke when he took my son for a joyride in the truck. I just thought it was burning tires because he was spinning the tires trying to make the cell. Well, he got the cell, right? Because obviously I bought the motor. So we'll see if this thing smokes or not. Let's just start it up real quick and see what kind of action we have here. Got great oil pressure. Here, I'll even show you the oil pressure as we start it. That's my electric fan button. I got a header leak too. This have 50 pounds out of idle. And there's the heat. So this has been smoking white. Now, I don't know if anybody else knows, but it ain't cold out where I'm at. When it's cold, you know, that's when you see that type of action. It doesn't go away. I wouldn't be concerned, just like if the motor never overheated, I'm cool, because it hasn't overheated yet. Right? It hasn't overheated yet. And since I changed the oil, it hasn't smoked like it did before earlier. But it sounds good. This is the exhaust we did. 2 into 1. Instead of doing 2 duals out the other side, we did it here. So I'm happy with that. But anyway, it's not smoking like it was, but I'm telling you, that white smoke right there, exhaust smoke, I don't think it's normal. But if anybody knows, please leave it in a comment to help me out, because I don't know. I don't know how long it's supposed to be smoking for. I really don't. But again, I have a Monte Carlo with a 305 in it. I put head gasket, stopper, sealer, whatever, and it smokes the white puffy smoke all the time with a little oil. That's for sure. Well, all right, guys. But anyways, let me get back to the main subject here. So when we took the fill pump out, the electric fill pump, and replaced it with just the tube, and I guess I should have showed that to you earlier, but I didn't. And when we replaced it originally, we just put a tube going straight down. It was actually a rubber hose. Well, it worked and it didn't work, depending on which way the gas was running. So if you're having problems with not getting fuel, make sure when you take they call it a fill pump hanger. When you take the fill pump hanger down, you put a rod, get you a 3/8 gas line or a 3/8 line, anything, and bend it back. Let me see, I'll show you over here. We just got a line, like an old line, and then we bent it, and we bent it. Let me show you this analogy, I guess. We bent it so it was kind of facing that way to the back of the tank. and it's able to pick up the fuel. And it picks up the fuel beautifully, and it works, thank God. But anyhow, that's what we had to do. I didn't see anything on YouTube for it. And I think I do have a brief video when I had some clowns over here helping me, and maybe I'll put that video back on if I can find it. But long story short, if it has a 22 RE or a V6, you can take the fill pump out, the fill pump hanger, remove the electric fill pump, and just put a rod in there and bend the rod back this way. So it's going to be in an L. It's going to be in an L shape. So it sucks up the gas and out with no hiccups. And I'm telling you, that's what we did, and it works beautifully. So again, don't stress and stay blessed. We'll be back with something else.